DEIR AL-BALAH. Gaza Strip. The United Nations on Friday was forced to halt distribution of food and other supplies to Gaza and warned that the possibility of widespread hunger could increase as internet telephone services collapsed in besieged region. Lack of fuel. Israel announced that, for first time, it will allow the shipment of 2 tanker loads of fuel per day to Gaza for UN and communications systems. That amount is about half the amount the UN needs to carry out life-saving functions for hundreds of thousands of people in Gaza, including water systems, hospitals, bakeries and trucks delivering aid. ISRAEL-HAMAS war latest. 2.3 million people in Gaza are cut off from each other in the world. There is a serious need for humanitarian aid. The situation is dire as the war intensifies in the coastal settlement. Palestinian families dig by hand. Families of hostages held by Hamas fear for their loved ones. Protesters demanding a ceasefire blocked bridges. Which groups are leading the protests? Follow more AP coverage of the war here. Israel has banned entry of fuel since the start of war, saying it would be diverted by Hamas to military means. It has also blocked food, water and other supplies, except for a small amount of aid from Egypt, which aid workers say is far below what is needed. The communications blackout, now in its second day, has largely cut off Gaza's 2.3 million people from each other in the outside world. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, known UNRWA, was unable to bring in the aid convoy on Friday due to a communications blackout and will not be able to do so as long it continues. Spokeswoman Juliette Touma said, "A prolonged power outage means a long suspension of our humanitarian operations in the Gaza Strip." Touma told the Associated Press, Israeli forces signaled that they may expand their attacks towards the south of Gaza while continuing operations in the north. Soldiers are looking for traces of Hamas command center, which they claim is located under the building in region's largest hospital. Palestinians search for survivors after Israel's attack on Rafah. Gaza Strip. Friday, November 17, 2023. On Friday, the military said it found the body of another hostage, who identified himself as Corporal Noa Marciano. The military said Marciano's body was found in a building adjacent to Shifa. Like another hostage, Yehudit Weiss, who was found Thursday, establishing help at America's request. Israel agreed to allow 2 tanker loads of fuel into the Gaza Strip each day. This amount was an amount that National Security Advisor Tzachi Hanegbi described as too little. COGAT, the Israeli military body responsible for Palestinian affairs, said this would amount to 60,000 liters per day for the UN. Israel also agreed to allow 10,000 liters per day for its communications network. A U.S. State Department official said. Touma said UNRWA and other humanitarian groups need at least 120,000 liters a day to fulfill their life-saving function.